This episode is sponsored by Travelling Matt. Thank you for your support.
Let's talk to the Mafia. Know your enemies. Well, look who finally grew a pair of eyes. Just now noticing you ain't the only ink on the street, huh? Oh yeah, can you help with that? Took you long enough. Listen up, publisher. This ain't a charity. Every paper in this city wants your readers, your headlines, your blood. And you think you're loyal because you did some jobs for us? Ha! We stick with winners. Always have. We got no problem making other arrangements. So start watching every headline like it's a loaded heater pointed at your back. Study your rivals. Beat them at their own game. Start snatching some scoops before they do. Wow, okay. Print at least one scoop. I'm new to scoops. What the frick is it? Well, I mean, I know what a scoop is, but like, how do we get it though? How do we get it? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, they're so good to me. They're guiding me. The scoop was a circle with a shiny around it. And I noticed that if we go to this Hudson Heights, which belongs to the Empire Observer, the economy tag, unveiling tag, and unrest tag, which is all part of Hudson Heights, has these yellow shiny bits around them. So I suppose if I can print economy and unveiling these types of stories sooner, this is exactly what it means, I guess. And then we win it from that paper. I think this is what it wants us to do. So our sales here are unmatched. Yeah. I'm going to select this district because I think... You see this? You see this? I think this is what it is. And we would need to get, I think, at least one of these. So, I mean, I'm going to try and do all three because I'm ambitious, but... the only thing is that we don't have any of these stories in the bag. Although, look, actually, we do have... the Herbert Henry Dow Passes Away, which is economy. We do have that. Okay. November 1930. Right then. Right then. Want some paper in the printer, do we? I keep taking the shelves away. That's not what I want. Right, let's get some 100 paper in the printer. Hopefully that'll do. Right. So look, ads. Colomatic. Lips that want to be kissed. So this is like cosmetics. This is part of the society, and we do quite well with the society, don't we? Okay, so Kathy, would you like to go to Colomatic headquarters? Because this could be another 250 for us. This could be really good. A society one. My neighbour loves this brand. Oh, good. Shine like never before. Good. Now, so we need... Economy is huge for us right now. Economy, look at this. Because we need just the economy tag, but we also need unveiling, which comes from economy and entertainment, and we need unrest, which comes from economy and politics. So I'm going to really focus on all economy stories coming in, like hyper focus on economy. That's where we're starting. We do have an economy story in progress. We do. But we need like a scoop. And I feel like this is different because it's not saying that we've got an economy story in the bag. It's interesting. It's interesting because also we have an economy story here that's also entertaining and gruesome. But it's not a scoop, right? We can see it's not a scoop. So this is interesting. How does this work? Ah, look. So this story's got the shiny around it on the world map. Steel giant collapses. Here we go. This news contains a valuable scoop. We need it in order to convince people to subscribe to your newspaper, to get people to read the Bumbling Gazette. We need this story. Okay, your competitor is on its way to steal it away from you. Outrageous. Get it before they do. Okay. So, I like that we've got like this spy chance here. So we need somebody who is super hot, I would say, an economy, who can work fast and quickly. So it's Peluso is level up progress at 96% and has 2 pips on economy. Sir has 2 pips on economy, but is at 30%. And I don't know, I mean, the numbers are higher on Peluso. So we're going to send Peluso. Let's see what happens. Who is infiltrating? No spy. What went wrong with Steel-Tech's foreign expansion? Failed Mexican expansion drains resources, and we avoided the risk. And I'm not quite sure who those spies could be. We had different pictures there, didn't we? One looked like it could have been government or something. I suppose the other one could have been the rival paper. I don't know. Right, so Peluso's going to get on that. That would be our first scoop. And look, now it is showing, look, as though we've got that scoop potentially in the bag. We got to be hot on it, though. So next, we're under unveiling and unrest. I'd really like that. But if we complete this scoop, then that would keep the Mafia happy, which is quite important. It's quite important. Another scoop. Here we go. This one has both the unrest and the unveiling. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. United Artists slams Fox. So we need to send Sir right away to the United Artists headquarters. Off you go, sir. They're calling it an arrogant monopoly. Members, including Chaplin, announce boycott. This is very important stuff, right? This is very important stuff. We can now turn that off. Doesn't really matter anymore. What else do we have in the paper? I was wondering if we could do some society stuff to go with this ad. You know, maybe. Huh? Because if we put this ad back here... Oh, it's not done yet. And then this is a society adventurous story there. So maybe another society story could be good. So I might put priority on society. We should probably get a sink in this toilet. What do you say? No? Yes? Maybe? Maybe we should. Something has popped here. What have we got here? So we need to progress this one. Which way do we want to progress it? We could go to the plant facilities for statistics and the alarming, or we could go to San Francisco Union office, which would be politics and statement. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But we could send Tressel, who could do with a bit of experience in politics. So let's send Tressel out to there. In these tough economic times, can anyone step in to save what's left? A union steps in, but finding a buyer proves difficult. I think we'll do that. Yeah, okay. That's how we're going to progress that story. And then what do we have here? Mother Jones passes away. This is the society story I was looking to get. So we need to send somebody out to Mother Jones's home. We've got plenty of time on this. So again, we don't need to send anybody who's particularly quick. We'll send Xander out for this societal story. Jones' fight for working class won't stop. Famed Labour leader and activist dead. Okay. So that's, I think, all the stories that are important to us this week. Sort of progressing, moving, which is great. Oh, what's going on over here? We're fighting over this scoop here. United Artists slams Fox. 8 hours left until next scoop is taken. We need to get somebody out here fast. We've only got Peluso. I say only got Peluso. Peluso's pretty good. We're going to send Peluso to the Fox West Coast Theatre. Is this the beginning of an industrial war? Signs of a growing divide in Hollywood. I'm hoping that will get us that scoop. Is that how it works? Have we done it? Did we do it right? It feels like we did it right. Mother Jones passes away. We have progressed from Jones's home. So we need to send out 2 of our reporters. We need to send somebody to the National Labour Federation office for the political side of this story, but for the more tragic side of the story, we need to send somebody good at society to a friend's home. Again, this story is not vital. Kazakal, would you like to head to the National Labour Federation? Will the fire she lit continue to burn? Instrumental in organising early labour movements. And then we also need society. Sir could be good for this. To the friend's home. Her life was one of struggle and defiance, but a proud story. A life of struggle. That sounds actually like quite an interesting read. Good. I like hearing the train go by. It's great. We have a new story. What is this? Quick thinking tellers foil robbers. Tellers foil robbers. That's fantastic. So we need to choose a path here. We can either go to the police station to report on the crime, or we can go to the bank, which still reports on the crime but is more alarming. But if we go to the police station, it could lead also to a societal and silver tag of investigative, which is sort of a bit more interesting. So I think I would like to send somebody out. I think it's going to be Xander. Would you go to the police station, please? Yes, boss. Police pursue launched, says sheriff. Excellent. And then we've got a societal story that's come up here. Lost mine found. So we will risk injury if we send someone to Portland's lost mines, but it could be an inspirational societal story, which interests me. So, Peluso, would you do the honours? What's going to happen to Peluso? 3 days in hospital. Okay. Okay. Does that mean we don't get the story? Sir, could you head out to the Portland's lost mines? It's dark down there. It was closed for 96 years, a native pointed out. Wow. Peluso really took one for the team there. Mill strike called. So this is an economy unrest story. And Sir, we've just sent out, and Peluso's in hospital, so I guess we're not doing that one. I'm so sorry, Peluso. So sorry. Ooh, sports story. Sports writer William B. Hanna passes away. So we can send somebody to the press room for this story. Kazakal. Off you pop then. Expected the unexpected. A loss to sports journalism. Oh. Nice little story. That we might not use. Probably won't at this point. You know, I just like to have an awful lot of stories. just keep going, deal with the priorities, and then just get loads of extras, you know. So the quick thinking tellers foil robbers. We now need to send somebody to the society business. Do you know what? I might send Thomas Harper. I wonder if we could get this done before we roll the papers, because I want a societal story, and this has a silver tag and 2 bronzes. It's better than the other one we're currently working on. So if you go to the city streets, I will do some serious digging. Thank you. Money recovered, suspects apprehended. That could be a great one for the paper. One of our scoop stories right here. Boom. And the second scoop story. So there's our 2 scoop stories, and actually that might be better that way around. Yeah, because it's got the silver tag, this scoop story. So there's our scoops. That means the Mafia is happy, and we have won Hudson Heights from the other newspaper. That's right, we've done it. So now it's just about getting a story, a good story in here, and I would really quite like this quick thinking tellers story. That's my priority for this paper now. What have we got over here? Sweet and low in theatres. Channon's 46th Street Theatre. An entertainment story, and it's an unveiling. Who would like to bite their teeth on that? Richard Saw could do with some entertainment experience. Reporting in a Broadway hit. Excellent, thank you. If we could do that, I would like that. But this is the one that I'm really interested in. Here, Thomas has just arrived with this one. Now, Kazakal, sorry. No. Thomas, yes. That's it. Writing, perfect. Yep, that's progressing nicely, that one. Now, we've got a crime story here. Murderer on the loose in the local forest. Why are we sending somebody out to the local forest? What, to just look for some sort of murderer? Xander, you don't mind the dark. Would you like to... I'll make it quick, yeah. Local town, scared. Suspect hides in forest. It'd probably just find it some sort of wind charms in the trees or something. It's going to take more than a rumour to keep Xander away from that kind of story. Indeed it is. We need a bunch more paper. I'm going to order a load of paper. Yes, I am. I think that's it. There it is. That's the story I want. That is the story. I think that's our paper, everybody. I think that's our paper. Let's double check everything. It's good. I think it is, yeah. And we got an ad in there. Isn't that great? Okay, let's do it. Go! $106,500 newspapers sold. That's enough on this planet for everyone's needs, but not for everyone's greed. And a newspaper for the people. Excellent. So, rewarded from the hidden agenda. 6? We got 6. We got 6 influence gained from doing that hidden agenda. That's nuts. And then we got one from winning over the district. That's right, we did. Look at that! Very well, enjoy your victory, but even ruins speak of former grandeur. So we just won a district from Empire Observer. That's right, we did. So their districts have gone down from 16 to 15. Hudson Heights is ours. 3,000 subscribers in the bag and an influential point. Oh, look, are you happy? Good, good. You're learning. You sniffed out their weaknesses and hit them where it hurts. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you stay alive in this game. First to strike, last to bleed. So, we're heading now towards Trusted. We're on the path towards Trusted. Open up Bobby's Shopping Queens, providing you with offers to convert your influence into money once a week. Ah, Trestle leveled up. Nicely done. And in politics. Well, this is going well, isn't it? This is going well. Look at that pathetic place. Keep your enemies closer, they say. These coppers over there have some alarming dossiers about our Irish rivals. A treasure trove of dirt that could tip the scales in our favour. Why don't you pay them a little visit? Get hold of those dossiers. This city has the right to know about these crooks and their dangerous businesses. Don't you think, Polly? Grr. Okay. So we need to print an alarming Mafia story. Okay. Look at Astoria. We have all these stories in the bag, apparently. Crime, sports, and triumphant. That area is just sort of straight up done. Jamaica, though, likes alarming stories, and we do need to do an alarming story. But it's just like that other place is just pretty much done, isn't it? What about our rivals? Oh, because we have to get, like, fresh scoops, don't we? And none of them are alarming or anything, so let's keep it a bit easier. Let's do Astoria, because apparently we've got all of this in the drawer already, so I think we'll do that. December 1930. Oh, hello there. We were just talking about people's perception of newspapers. She's back, everybody. That's right. People like their rags a certain way, you know? The serious folk, they love to read about all that informational stuff. have a thing for quality, variety and depth to the news. Then there's folks who love the drama, the mystery, the ultimate thrill seekers. They are all about sensationalism, hot topics, flashy photos and tasty headlines. Love that we're talking to the guy that works on this newsstand. Golly, reminds me of the good old days. You might think that's it, but don't forget the moderate folk. Being moderate is good for business. Think ads, consistent coverage of all topics, a few combos here and there. My point is, know your target audience and these rags will fly off the counter. Exactly. Now, how do you become a certain type of newspaper, you ask? Pay close attention to your articles. They might contain clues on how they will be perceived. Wow, this is all new to me. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Have a great week, publisher. This is interesting. Oh, I like this development. Good luck. So I like that the little newsstand that's opened up outside the front of our building, the chap here is now just giving us advice on making really great newspapers. Right, okay. So when interests align, learn about your readers' interests in sales. Okay. So we click on here. What is this? So this article can influence the perception of your newspaper. So there's like this little arrow thing on it. Okay. Place it in a slot with an arrow to make it contribute to this edition's perception. Place it in a slot with an arrow. Okay. Oh, look. So on page 1, everything can influence. On page 2, just the big article influences. Interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. I noticed that the arrows go in 2 directions. This one nudges perceptions right, which is sensational, and this one nudges perception left, which is informational. Right, okay. And I've got a feeling that all the stories that we have lined up for this Astoria are actually all old news. Well, we have that murder one coming in. Yeah, so they are old news, so yeah. Okay, well, let's work on the Mafia thing first. Saying that, let's look at these ads. Can Arise Steel Co., Heart of Iron, or we have the Summer Sort? Is that a new society one? New exclusive bubble. That's 500 if we do that one. Bottle Factory. Kathy, you up for doing that? Get on that one. Pure delight. Thanks, Kathy. Spice up your thirst quenching experience. That's fantastic. Oh, what is this one? Oh, we can flip the board. Print enough times in a row on the same side to unlock these boxes. Each box reveals interests of your readers aligned with that side. Play into these interests to gain extra sales. The longer you print on the same side in a row, the more interests will be revealed over time. However, printing on a different side will set you back 1 edition. Weighing your options and deciding whether switching your newspaper's identity is worth it is a skill honed by the finest of publishers. Oh my goodness, that actually sounds like quite a lot, doesn't it? Does it? So, look at this. We've got middle, informational and sensational. Perception, the chalkboard and placing articles. What is this? This represents the reader's perception of your current newspaper, moderate. It moves around depending on the arrows on certain articles you place, yes. This week you can decide on what kind of newspaper you want to be. Don't worry, you can always change the public perception later. Okay, only articles that are placed within slots that are marked with the arrows count towards the perception of your newspaper. They are found on the front page and on every large spot. Yes, I've notice that. Place your article strategically. Okay, so we've now completed that lesson. Okay, good, right. Just trying to get rid of it, you know. So I have 3 stories here on the board. We're most interested in finding an alarming mafia story. The alarming we're most likely going to find in crime and economy, which nudges perception to the informational. Okay, so maybe they're going to be more into the informational. Let's see here. We have a crime story here. Ransom plot unfolds in Missouri. Huntley, Missouri. So there's a crime going on there. Now, this can influence perception to the informational. It's also adventurous. And we also have this economy tag up here. While we do need crime, it's not imperative, this story. We have a sports story over here. A Packers clinch NFL title. So here we would get sports and triumphant, which is good to us trying to get the Astoria district. We also have the sports and defeat over here. So we can get like 2 sides of the fence. So that one's quite good to do because I think the ones that we've got are currently out of date. So let's send somebody to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Kazakal. Now, can anyone stop them? Green Bay Packers secure NFL championship with a 10-3-1 record. Did I read that right? I'm not very good with the old sports. And then we could send Thomas here to stadium seats. You can't always win. Just to sort of get the other side of the story there. What have we got here? Oh, this story file can influence the perception of your readers. Report on it and place it strategically. Now, this has crime and alarming. Now, we need the alarming and we need the crime. This is a really good story for us to get. The Denver Investment Bank is where we need to send somebody. Banker kidnapped. Right. Let's send Sir out to there. They were desperate. Held for ransom as vault turns out empty. You what now? So society, an investigative tag on here as well when we progress through the story, and then we can influence perception on this. Interesting. So that would get us the crime, the sports, the triumphant, and the alarming, but we don't yet have the Mafia story. So this ransom plot unfolds in Missouri, I am going to get rid of because the other 2 stories are imperative for us to have. They just are. Okay, so we're already getting a bit of a focus for this week's paper. The only story we have done that is not old news is this Sweet and Low in theatres. It is an informational one, so we'd be pushing towards info quite hard with this paper by the looks. I'm not sure if that's the right thing to do. Another story here, big story, lots to do but no Mafia interest. Citizens fight unemployment. So we got economy in Westchester Town Hall, we have politics in Westchester Public, and we have society in Westchester Library. I'm going to have to get rid of it, unfortunately. Big story though, but not of any interest to us. We need that Mafia story. Mafia story will be in crime. So let's get a priority on crime. Oh, actually, a crime one's just popped up, and it's a Mafia one. Counterfeit operation busted. So we might end up with a police fine. We should be able to handle that. So we need to send somebody to the Brooklyn precinct office. The only person available is Xander, so if you could do that for us. Good day, officer. What's the fine? Oh, we got away with it. Well done, Xander. We shall not be stopped. No. Police raid seize printing presses and forged bills. Amazing. We've progressed the banker kidnapped. We need to send somebody to the victim's house. I'm going to send Peluso. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Wife of victim is sworn to secrecy. It's bleeding interesting, isn't it? It's quite interesting. Right, so we're slowly getting all the stories in the bag. This is wonderful news. Wonderful news. The rest is less important. Oh, but look, smuggling ring. There's another Mafia story here with crime. Again, we could face police fines and we would have to do a bribe. Let's do it. You know this is confidential, right? How much? We did 50. 50 smackers. Okay, so Boston Police Headquarters. Let's send Sir out to there. What fine? We're going to get a fine. Yeah, we are. 200 doubloon fine. Maybe they just wanted extra money. Police documents show Irish gang importing contraband spirits. Okay. This one, boy found living in forest. Interesting. Is this related to that one that Xander was doing about the murderer hiding in the forest? No. This is an adventurous, influential story. Society again. I mean, we could send somebody out. Xander, would you like to pop out there? You could do with some society experience. That's nuts. Lived in a hollow tree and scavenged for nuts. Amazing. So do we think about expanding our typesetters and assembly tables? Do we have the room to do it though? How much is the next floor? 7,500. We've still got room, haven't we? But not like masses of room. I just don't think we have the room. I mean, it is the layout is poor, but I still don't think we have the room, even if we began to improve it. So I've managed to move up the newspaper a bit. You just know then I'm going to say, oh, let me have a third page. But I managed to get them all sort of fitted here, freeing up a little bit of space down here. Right, that's something. Maybe we could get the security down here. Right? And then we might be able to fit more in here. We weren't allowed to buy them before, but maybe we are now. I hope so. Let's have a look. Oh no, we can. It was the telegraphers. That was it. So I would like... Oh, they're quite expensive, but I feel like... Yeah, look. There's going to be a mess on the old paper front. It will be. But I think we need some more people writing stories. Do you know what I mean? Oh, look at this one. Perfume. Likes to smell nice and thus counters smells. Oh, that's good. That is a good one. Highlander. The higher the workplace, the faster the work. 3% work speed increase per floor, capped at a max of 50%. What's nice about Gilbert is that we have this trait, this perk, but also we have a point on the assembling. So I think it's going to be Gilbert. But of course we do need a name for Gilbert, and that name will be... Ben Buttery, welcome aboard. And then we need a typesetter. Oh, what is this? Office clown, jokes around, making employees nearby more comfortable. Oh, Harold is going to be perfect for us. Quite expensive though, Harold, aren't you? We're going to get Harold in as a typesetter, but now we need a name for Harold as well. And it shall be Reg. Welcome aboard. There we go. I think this is good for us. I do. Yeah, I think this will be good for us. Some more people writing stories. Yeah. This stripy wallpaper, does it make people feel any better? No? Doesn't seem to. Also doesn't cost anything though, and it is... Yeah, it doesn't seem to cost anything. but it's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. I think it makes it just a little bit nicer to look at. Okay, good. Ooh, what do we have here? Ah, the boy found living in the forest has progressed to this adventurous societal story. Sir, could you pop out 2 there? Romulus has nothing on this guy. Boy explains, I was raised by these lovely squirrels. What is this story here? Delvin and King crowned badminton champions. So we could send someone to the sports hall for another sports and triumphant story. Might as well. Kazakh could do with the experience in this. So let's do that. Like a smooth feather. Frank Delvin and Phyllis King reign supreme. Okay, good. Good. What is this now? An economy story. North Carolina bank failures. This is economy, but also alarming, which is pretty good. Could we send somebody out to North Carolina? It has to be you, Pluso. There's no one else on it. Excellent. The worsening crisis caused 11 banks to close their doors. Wow. That's not good. That's not good at all, actually. Frankly, that's pretty appalling. Yeah, we could do with a bin here by the looks. That's outrageous. Where do we keep the binnies? There. Okay. This will get messy. It will. We can't get them a slug trolley either. What is this now? An entertainment story. F. Richard Jones passes away. Apparently it's gruesome. Can you believe it? Richard Saw. Would you like to get out to Los Angeles, California? I can't talk about this at home, but I'm never at home. F. Richard Jones, 37, succumbed to tuberculosis. Wow. We also have a political story here. Governor hosts relief ball. Now, we would have to bribe somebody for this. But look, politics and fame. Now, fame was a silver tag that I saw. If we go after that place our rival is at, 4 days left. So this would probably still be a new story next week, but we probably wouldn't get the scoop on it. That's the only thing. It's got 4 days left, which means it should still be on the table. Let's put that one to the test, shall we? So we've got Mafia stories here. There's a whole bunch of Mafia stories. We've gone a bit nuts, actually. We could do with also the crime and... Look, there we go. Alarming there. That works out really well. Now, on the back here, we're into sort of sports and triumphant. So this is a great one for here. And then let's get the ad in. Get that out. More sports and triumphant. Look at that one. Look at that one. What a story. So I think that's probably our paper. There's nothing influential in it. Nothing. We had influential stories. I've not used them. Brilliant. But that would be Astoria and the Mafia satisfied. And that's all I really care about. So, you know. Oh, and look, it shows us articles in the newspaper, how sort of crime heavy it is, and then sports with the touch of society, which will probably feed into like the ads thing. And it looks like we will open crime ads and sports ads. No, not sports ads, crime ads though. We might actually up for this week. That could be great. That could be great. Paper's low. Let's get a good amount of paper in. Oh, look, we can do auto paper is going to unlock soon. That would be great. It's Sunday morning. We are going to roll that newspaper. I'm happy with it. Happy with it. Go! You really do want that. 102,000 papers sold. They're breaking sports records themselves. Love is the triumph of imagination over intelligence. District and 2 hidden agenda. That is 3 influence. We should probably look to spend some of this influence. We'll have a look into that in a minute. Astoria is now ours with 3,000 subscribers joining us. Fantastic. Oh, yes. Now, this is gold, publisher. With this kind of dirt, all the alarms will go off. Those Irish boys won't know what hit them. Fantastic. Excellent. Really pleased with that. Oh, we're doing so well. We're doing so well. Oh, look. Perception and calendar. There's a whole new thing. Welcome to the monthly event calendar. What? So it says coming up January 1931. This calendar will trigger events based on the perception of your newspaper. Oh. And now this isn't working. Oh, since we have reached the end of the year, we'll take a look at the calendar for the next year instead. You will always be able to preview the calendar of next year at the end of each year. It's always great to know what's coming. This lens follows the perception pointer. Any events under this lens will happen. Don't worry, events will trigger starting next month. Some events can be quite lucrative. They might give you something to build, a juicy trait, or something even give you money or influence. Sometimes give you money and influence. But be careful, some events might hurt your business. For example, a chance to trigger a risk. Click an event to show more details if you're unsure about what it will do. It seems we have competition. Rivaling newspapers are also perceived a certain way next week. Printing newspapers similar in perception to theirs is risky, and you will lose sales to them. So this one is Solomon J. Wellworth of the Empire Observer steals 20% of your sales. So that's in January. We've got an upcoming event, unlocks a random object. Now, so is it that, yeah, this is the informational side. We're in the moderate, hence it's highlighted, and this is the sensational side. So yes, it looks like we've unlocked an ad opportunity in crime. Okay. Wow, this is a lot though, isn't it? It's a lot. So Xander and Peluso have leveled up. The one in Xander in crime and Peluso in society. Fantastic.